we've lost so much beyond just Toby. My aunt has never been the same.
Attorneys for the family of Christian Toby Obumseli, who was stabbed by his girlfriend, OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney, say they have new details about the response to their home by security that day. Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Angenette Levy. Courtney Clenney remains in jail in Miami. She faces a second-degree murder charge in Obumseli's death in April of 2022. Obumseli's family is suing Clenny, the condo complex where they lived, and the company that provided security at the building for wrongful death. The attorneys representing Obumseli's family say they've discovered new information that employees for Allied Universal Security waited at the condo door as Obumseli and Clenny argued, and he died.
So on the actual date of this murder, the front desk at One Paradiso was notified that there was a dispute going on in Courtney's unit. At that point, they sent their security to the actual unit, and the security stood outside of that unit despite hearing screaming, despite hearing this dispute going on, stood outside for 12 minutes while Courtney was able to get away with committing this heinous murder and did absolutely nothing until she opened up the door herself and was covered in blood. Her dogs were covered in blood. And by that point, Toby was already, unfortunately, passing away from her stabbing, from her murder.
From everything we understand, Courtney and Toby were known to have a volatile relationship, and the people at the apartment complex were aware of this and aware that there had been disputes. So they're members of security, not police. But what are you all contending they should have done? Because, security at an apartment complex can be much different from a sworn police officer.
The defendants in the civil case, the security company, the management company, they knew this couple. They had been to this unit multiple times. In fact, in the 3 months, the very short 3 months that they lived here, there wasn't a week that went by that security wasn't called to the unit, that Miami-Dade police weren't called there. So they knew of this volatile relationship. They saw it firsthand. They saw the video in the elevator where Courtney is, hitting and being extremely aggressive, extremely volatile towards Toby. So they knew this history. Knowing this history, when they hear about another call, another fight to this unit where you hear screaming, you hear all of these things happening, at that point, security had to act. They had to do something to protect the other residents of that unit and to protect Toby from this woman.
I want you to get away from me! Get away from me!
My bad. I said, hey, what's up? I'm going on a bike ride, and I forgot to tell you that I ran into somebody. Is that going to make you act like this?
That's just one cell phone video that prosecutors have obtained of the couple fighting. They were also involved in an incident in Las Vegas in 2021. It's clear that the couple argued endlessly.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me.
I am mad that you told me to come.
Decide right now.
Clenny, that's a threat. I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize.
Kim Wald, one of the attorneys representing Obumseli's family, said they also learned new information about Clenny's mental health.
So one of the other details that we have found out that is in the amended lawsuit is that just a few days before this murder, Courtney actually notified the management company and everyone else in the building that she had recently been diagnosed with a severe personality disorder that had not been treated medically yet. That, in fact, that she was going to be put on medication to treat her for this illness. Now, after they received that notification, instead of continuing the eviction process, instead of continuing to remove this now known dangerous condition from their property, instead, the management company, the owner of the unit, said, you know what? No problem. We're going to throw out the eviction notice. As long as you pay your rent, you can stay here, even though we know you're dangerous. And now we know why. It's because you have this condition, you have this disorder that is not treated medically. They allowed her to stay instead of removing her from the premises. And then we know a few days later, they received this call and again stood outside her door for 12 minutes instead of doing what they actually were required to. And that was to stop this dangerous condition, stop this murder from occurring.
What disorder is it?
It was a severe personality disorder. That was what was disclosed in her email to the management company.
The name of the personality disorder isn't clear. I spoke with Clenny's attorney about the civil suit back in May.
I can't speak to the other defendants in this case, the condo association, the security company, the landlords. But what I can tell you is this: that civil suit is seeking money. Okay, I truly believe the family is trying to make a money grab here, and it's the filing of this lawsuit was necessitated because of a change in law that was occurring. The family raced to the courthouse steps to file a lawsuit, probably prematurely.
Prosecutors and Obumseli's family have claimed that Clenny was the abuser in the relationship. Clenny's attorneys disagree.
Angenette, we've said from the beginning that this was a toxic relationship. There is no doubt that their relationship got physical on both sides. There was substance abuse involved on both sides. This is a self-defense case, and the facts that come out of trial will support.
I contacted representatives for the security company. At the time of this recording, they have not yet responded to my request for comment. Clenny's criminal trial may not start until next year. For Law and Crime, I'm Angenette Levy.